We did it, guys. We got 300 subscribers. We fucking rock. How's it going, guys? This is OJ Light, and I'm just making this video because, like I said, we finally did it. We got 300 subscribers. I know that's not a big number. I know in the grand scheme of YouTube-ness, that's a really small and not a big number. But I'm excited because I never expected this channel to really get anyone. I originally, when I started this channel a couple years ago, I kind of thought of it more of a vlog type of thing. But then, you know, people started asking me questions, and I took a little hiatus when I moved. But we did it, guys. 300. So because we got 300 subscribers, I'm gonna tell you what the next three. I'm working on 3 blog posts right now. Okay. And I'm gonna give you an intro. They are gonna. One of them is gonna tie into the Fleshlight program, and the other 2 are kind of, I want to say, not related, but not really involved in that. So the first one, which is gonna be like the main one, is I had a video the other day, or live stream the other day, talking about approaching girls, okay? Which I think a lot of people struggle with. I mean, I won't lie, I have my days where there's some anxiety, right? But overall, there's just some people that have really crippled anxiety, and I thought I made kind of a video explaining my opener, which I developed from Good Looking Loser's work, right? It was actually one of his posts that gave me like the kind of the framework for it. I think I read in that live stream, I read his post. I read his post that gave me the framework for how I open girls. And it's very simple. It's not some like elaborate pickup artist like 5. No, it's very, very simple. You just say hi, give them a compliment, and trade names. That's it. That's pretty much it. That's it. That's all you have to do. And I'm probably gonna write a blog post reflecting that. And that's gonna actually tie into the Fleshlight program, because like I said, this stuff for me does not exist in a vacuum, right? Why do I do any of the stuff I do? Why do I want a bigger dick? Why do I want a bigger dick that lasts as long as inside a girl? It's to fuck the girl, right? That's basically it. That's the motivation. It isn't ego. Like, I don't, like, some guy, I'm not, if you do this, I'm not saying it's bad, but some guys want a big dick just for the ego of it. That's not really the motivation for me. Okay, so that's one. That's one blog post. The second blog post is I'm gonna do a little bit. Last night, this live stream, I talked about getting big fucking forearms. I personally, this is me personally, when I see some guy with big forearms, I think he's a fucking man, right? He's a fucking, like, when you see Popeye, you think he's a fucking man, right? I kind of want the big forearms, right? This is one guy, I can't think of him on YouTube. Man, they're fucking bigger than my goddamn bicep, dude. They're huge. I'm like, Jesus, now that's a man. He's like but he's a professional arm wrestler, so obviously they want that grip strength. But I was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind, even if it was half his size, I'd be fucking happy. So I'm going to be doing a blog post on getting bigger biceps. I'm sorry, not bigger biceps, bigger forearms, which for some of you probably won't be that interesting, but for me, I think it's important. I think a few guys probably on this channel will like it. And then the last blog post I'm working on, and this kind of might sound like a goofy title. This is just a work in progress title. I call it A Letter from Gandalf, which, if you guys are Lord of the Rings fans, you'll know who that is. And it's basically going to be a letter to myself based off of a seminar I watched by Jay Abraham, and he gave a speech on preeminence, and it really just changed the way I view the world. It really did. And then I read a book, 7 Habits for Highly Effective People, and the first chapter in it, he doesn't use the word preeminence, but it's almost everything he's described. I can't remember the term he uses, but what he's describing is the same. He's saying the same thing as Jay Abraham, and Jay Abraham, his speech said, basically what they both said, using almost the same exact words, is everybody has a uniqueness to them, and that this uniqueness is valuable, and that we should cherish, encourage, and appreciate the uniqueness of an individual, right? And you should let them know that you value their uniqueness, right? And I thought that was a really good, like, worldview, philosophy, whatever you wanted to call it. I really fell in love with the idea. So that's why I'm going to be writing a letter. So those are the three blog posts that are coming. And then after that I will tie in, I think the Fleshlight series, stamina training thing is really what a lot of people want. So I think that's going to be tied into the first blog post, like a follow-up or like a side quest, if you want to use that language. And that's what we're doing, guys. Those are the three things that are coming. I have each of them written up in various degrees. There's some editing that has to be done. The first blog post, I have a rough draft written out, but I slept on it a few days, and there's a section I really want to change. In fact, I'll tell you what the section is right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. So, with meeting girls, there's two. I told you the opener, but there's a second part of it, and I think this. I wish I had worded it like this in the live stream I did the other night. And I got this from Scotty GLL. If you aren't subscribed to him, go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to Scotty GLL. Okay. I can't remember if he has that or if it's Brian Harris. Either way, it's the same individual. He worded this, and I actually always suspected this, but he like solidified it for me. He put it into words. He said, go meet women at places you already like to be at, okay? And for me, that was such an awesome way to word it. I had always said meet women through hobbies. Like, that was how I worded it. But when he put it like that, I think it actually sounds better. Because, like, sometimes, like, I'm at a place and it's not really a hobby, but I like being there. It's like, example, I love going to breakfast restaurants. I love it. You'll always find me in a breakfast restaurant. On the weekends. Okay, I meet actually lots of people there. The customers, the waitresses. Sometimes I meet friends there. Like it's just like, where's OJ Light on a weekend at 10 o'clock in the morning? He's at some breakfast house, right? But that's not really a hobby, right? And then when Brian put it as, or Scotty, whatever name you want to call him by, when he said, meet women at places you like to be at, I'm like, that's it. That's the thing I was trying to convey when I said meet people through hobbies, right? It's just, I think he phrased it better than I could. So that's like the part of the live stream I added on. I wish I had been more thought had gone into that. So basically, what I'm saying, guys, is the two tools I think you could do today is go get a hobby that gets you to meet people. I even got one for video games. Let's say you like gaming, guys. I don't know. There's a place near me, and I'm sure there's a place near you if you live in a big city. It's called Dave & Buster's. It's like it's like an arcade. It's an arcade for adults. There's bars, there's a little bit of dancing, there's a pool hall in there. You could meet girls there. You can meet lots of people there. It's crowded, right? So a couple of them went out of business though, so I don't know how they're doing nationwide. I think they're a nationwide thing. But that's an example. If you like gaming, that would be a place you could go meet women at, right? So that's just an example. Or if you like pool, you could go to a pool hall. I like salsa dancing, so you could go like the salsa clubs. You get what I'm saying, right? That you can meet people by doing the things you love, and that's tool number one. And then tool number two is the open I gave, which is just a simple opener. You say hi, you give them a compliment, and then you introduce your name, okay? Or you trade names. You try to get her name, and you want her to learn your name, and that's it. And then from there, I'll have other stuff that I talk about, like what to do afterwards. But if you could just do that, you'd probably be ahead of a lot of guys. Like I said, I know one guy in real life who hates women. I shouldn't use the word hate. Yeah, he hates. Because, and get ready for this, they don't approach him. Right? He's like, I don't understand. He has this whole speech, and I've heard it like multiple times. I don't understand why women can't approach men. Like he has a speech like that, right? Right? He has a speech like that, and I'm like, dude, just man the fuck up and go say hi. Come the fuck on. So anyways, guys, that's what I got coming. Thank you for the 300 subscribers. And let's go for, I don't know. I guess the next big milestone for me will be 600. I think 625. That's gonna be the next, and I'll describe when we hit that number. When we hit that number, I'll tell you why that number I think is a milestone. Okay, guys. So I'll see you guys on the next live stream, which will probably be tomorrow night. I have something going on Tuesday nights for the next next week, the next 3 weeks. So tonight and then 2 weeks from now, and then I'll be done with my Tuesday night bullshit. So anyways, guys, I'll see you then. Later.